Imagine seeing a headline that screams, Penny Smith's micro bikini photos that will make you drool, and feeling that mix of shock and curiosity hit you at the same time. You pause for a moment and think, what could be so wild about one set of beach photos that people are still talking about it? Is it really just about a tiny bikini? Or is there something deeper going on in the way we look at women in the spotlight? Stay with me till the very end of this video, because once you hear the full story behind headlines like this, you will never see them in the same way again. Penny Smith has spent years in front of cameras, not on a beach, but in studios, newsrooms, and serious settings. People know her for her work, her voice, and her personality. But the moment a tabloid or site decides to focus on micro bikini photos, all of that gets pushed to the side. Suddenly, the story is no longer about her career, her humor, or her path. It becomes all about one outfit, on one day, in one tiny piece of fabric, turned into a big drama just to pull your attention. When you actually look at many of these so-called shocking photos, what you usually see is something very simple. A woman on holiday by a pool or on the sand, enjoying a rare moment of rest. Sun, water, a smile, and a small swimsuit. That is it. But the media cannot sell normal, so they twist it. A bikini becomes a micro bikini. A relaxed pose becomes too much. A simple day in the sun becomes photos that will make you drool. The goal is not truth. The goal is to make you click before you think. Keep watching, because this is not just about her, it is also about us. There is another layer to this. Many people still carry an old fixed image of certain public figures. For some viewers, Penny is frozen in time, fully covered, sitting behind a desk, reading serious stories. When they see her in a swimsuit years later, their brain fights with that old picture. They say, "This is not how I want to remember her," or "She should not be wearing that at her age." But the reality is simple. Time passes, people grow, and everyone has the right to enjoy the beach, no matter what number is written next to their name. The phrase "will make you drool" adds even more pressure. It turns a normal photo into something you are supposed to react to in a certain way. It is telling you how to feel before you even see the image. It is not about respect. It is about turning a human being into a product, something to rate, gossip about, or secretly compare yourself to. The more extreme the words, the more views the page gets. That is how the game works. But every view, every click, every share keeps that machine alive. Now think about Penny on the other side of the camera. She did not write that headline. She did not choose those words. Maybe she was just walking to the water, laughing with a friend, or reading a book in the sun. Yet later, she finds her body, her shape, and her swimsuit being pulled apart by strangers who do not know her at all. Some praise, some insult, some joke, but very few stop to think what it feels like to have your private rest day turned into a public event. And here is the important part. She still shows strength by not letting it stop her from living. Stepping outside in a swimsuit when you know cameras might be watching takes more courage than most people realize. It means deciding, I will live my life anyway. I will not hide just because someone might zoom in. That quiet decision is powerful. It shows that her value does not depend on a headline, on a comment, or on how small or large a piece of fabric is. If you are still watching, thank you for staying with me till the end, because that means you care about the person behind the photos, not just the clickbait around them. Tell me in the comments what you really think about these kinds of headlines. Do they go too far, or are people just used to them now? And before you go, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because we have many more deep looks coming into the truth behind the most talked about photos and stories. And you will not want to miss what comes next.